back to my channel. I have pink hair, guys. Oh my gosh. So today I am going to be doing a review of a Disney product that has been coming out monthly this year, and I'm super excited about. It is called the Main Attraction Series. What the Main Attraction Series is basically once a month they design a collection based off of one of the attractions at Walt Disney theme parks across the world. They started off with Space Mountain in January, and then they moved in February to Pirates of the Caribbean, and then in March it was the Teacup ride, so the Mad Tea Party ride. And every single month they come out with a limited edition Minnie Mouse plush that is part of this whole collection. So there's going to be 12 of them in total, and that is a collector's item that you can collect, and eventually you'll have 12 Minnies all based off of different rides. In addition to having the Minnie Mouse plushes, they also have a limited edition pin set that they come out with every month. In addition, they also have a Loungefly bag that they come out with every month as well. For those of you who don't know what the Loungefly bags are, those are the like backpacks and everything that they have. It's not always going to be a backpack every month. Like for example, this past month it was a fanny pack type bag. But this is an example of a Loungefly bag that I have. It's just a cute little bag. It's very nicely made. They're pretty expensive, unfortunately, but they have them in all sorts of different varieties, and so every month they also have a different ride-themed Loungefly bag that comes out. So if you're a really huge fan of one of the rides, you might want to wait until that collection comes out and see if you like the Loungefly design and go ahead and buy it then. So let's go ahead and let's talk about the different products and about their price point as well. So first off, let's meet Miss Space Mountain Minnie. Now, I really like about this collection the fact that it is really unique with their design. Like, they try really hard to capture the essence of the ride. Like, you can see her dress is like the Space Mountain, like the outside facade. Each one, I left the tags on them. Each one has got like a little badge on their foot to show that they're authentic and part of this collection. And I really like this like celestial kind of design that she's got on her as well. I kind of decided because of her to start collecting them. I was like, that's a really cool idea. And even though she's not my favorite, sorry Minnie, of the collection so far, she definitely got me started with this, and I think she's really good quality. So they're $29.99 for the Minnie Mouses, and with tax and everything like that, it's about, shipping, it's like about $40. So that's the first one from January. We have the Pirates of the Caribbean Minnie from February. So you see she's got kind of like, a piratey kind of 17th century sort of outfit going on with lots of lace and everything. The texture is really cool. I wish you guys could feel the texture of her. She's got a super cute bow. And once again, we have our nice little badge on the bottom showing that we are authentic. And then finally, this is probably my favorite so far. We have March's Mad Tea Party Minnie. So you can see her dress is designed like one of the teacups. Very familiar design for those of you who are familiar with the parks and familiar with the Mad Tea Party. And she's got a huge bow, like she looks like she's ready to go to the Kentucky Derby. Super duper adorable, cute little shoes that match. So far, I'm really impressed with all of them. They have very good quality about them. Everything looks really nice. It's not just something that's just like been churned out somewhere, in mass quantities. So I'm really impressed with all of them, and hopefully I can manage to snag every single one and complete my collection. I don't know where they're going to live in my house because they were living up there, and as you can see, there's only room enough for 3 right now. So next month, I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll figure it out when we get there. In addition, there is also a limited edition pin set that comes out every month. These pins run about $20 for the set, and these tend to go a little bit faster than the stuffed minis do. So if you are a pin collector and you want to try to get your hands on some of these, you have to be on the website when they release. Which brings me to actually purchasing the items and how you go about doing it. So, if the parks were open right now, the parks would also debut. Shazzy, can you not while I'm filming? If the parks were open, the parks would debut all of the products in their stores. So like the Emporium on Main Street and stuff like that. Obviously, that's not the case right now, but when the parks do reopen, I imagine that they will continue to do that as well with their products. For the main attraction, they will go ahead and release them at all of the stores, those big main gift shops at each of the parks, like, like I said, Main Street Emporium, World of Disney, stuff like that. But if you are going to purchase them online, because you don't live near the parks, they drop at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the third Saturday of every month. So for me, that means 9 o'clock in the morning, my time, on the third Saturday of every month. So I hop on my little Shop Disney app, and it's usually really glitchy because everybody's trying to get on at the same time, and it usually takes me about a half hour to 40 minutes to actually get the item in my cart and pay for it. The good news is that, like I said, it usually doesn't sell out instantaneously. You do usually have a little while, and I've even seen some of like the plushes go for sale like into the next month. Like, for example, I think up until like last week, there were still Pirates of the Caribbean mini plushes online. But it's those lounge flies and the pins that go really, really, really fast. So those are the ones that if you are dead set on getting those pins and stuff, you gotta be online in the morning getting ready to get those. So make sure you put a reminder in your phone, get yourself up online, get a cup of coffee, and get ready to go, because that's the ones that you really want to scoop up. Because if you have to wait to get it from a reseller on eBay or something like that, it's probably gonna be pretty expensive. Now, I have not personally purchased any of the pin packs, and at this point it's a little bit too late because I haven't gotten the past 3 months, and I don't really feel like shelling out tons of cash on eBay for these pins. But just somebody who has purchased pins through Disney before, if you're a pin collector, they're very high quality pins. I would not obviously recommend trading these away, but you know, if for some reason you got 2 sets or something like that, you could probably make some pretty good trades. But they do limit how many you can purchase, and the pins are only 1 set a person, so you would have to have somebody else buy it, or you would have to go back and get a different order or something like that. I have had Loungefly purses in the past, and they're very nicely made. They're really nice and durable, so they're perfect for taking to the parks. The backpacks in particular usually only are about like this big. But I mean, if all you're doing is just like bringing your stuff to the park, like bringing, your phone charger and stuff like that, it's the perfect size. So if you are a huge fan of one of the attractions and you see a Loungefly bag coming up in the upcoming promotion for it, you should definitely go ahead and grab it. And Disney on Twitter, on Shop Disney, does post a preview of the collection before they do actually drop it. It kind of varies when they post it. Sometimes they'll show you a preview of it a month before, and then they usually will remind you like a day or two before, like, hey, we're going to drop this collection on Saturday, just so you know. So then that way you could kind of scope out like, oh, hey, that bag is super duper cute. That's the one that I want, that's when you can go ahead and do it. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the ears. Each set has a set of Minnie Mouse ears that are obviously themed with the rest of the collection and for the ride. So if you are a huge fan of themed Minnie Mouse ears, you really want to show your love for Space Mountain or something like that, this is also a really great product from the main attraction line that you should definitely check out. They're about $35 for the ears because they are limited edition, so they're going to run a little bit higher than the regular attraction, like regular, like themed ears that they sell in the parks are, because those aren't limited edition. They have lots of those, lots of quantity of those. In addition, they usually have, like some other kitschy little things that unfortunately nobody is super duper interested in, like a mug and stuff like that also goes along with the collection. So like I said, every month before they drop the collection, Shop Disney's Twitter will show you a picture of the entire collection so that you can see exactly what it is that they are going to be dropping for next month, and you can see, kind of plan out, like, oh, I really like those ears, I definitely got to get a pair of those ears, so that you could kind of plan out your plan of attack for the day when they do drop. Like I said, they drop on the third Saturday of every month. Anyways, I have linked to some of the current main attraction items that are currently for sale at Shop Disney, and I've also linked to a post where you can find every single month, because they have released what every month is going to be. So there's going to be all sorts of different attractions. Like I said, they change every single month, and you'll be able to see and kind of plan out like, oh, this is going to be November's month, or this is going to be November's theme, this is going to be October's theme, so on and so forth. So you could kind of decide, what you want to do and what you're going to want to plan out and budget for. Like I said, even though some of the products are sold out, you can still see, past products online, and you can kind of see what their price point was. So even though the pins are sold out, you can see that, they're $19.99. Even though the ears are sold out, you can see that they were $34.99, etc., etc. So you can kind of decide what you want to do. Again, I really like this. I think it's a really fun a promotion to celebrate the Disney parks, and just kind of, all those collectors out there, just give them something fun to do. I've never been a huge collector, but I don't know why. It just kind of like, they just like spoke to me when I saw the Space Mountain collection, and I was like, you know what? No, we're doing it. We're doing it. And I have so many Disney gift cards and Disney points for my Visa and stuff. It's like, why not? So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions about any of the products, feel free to email me on my blog and ask me about, the different products and stuff that I can review, and kind of give you some pointers and everything like that on how to go about purchasing them. Unless you're a big collector, I would not recommend trying to get the previous collections, only because it's just so hard trying to navigate like eBay or, reseller groups on Facebook and stuff like that. And if you're not a diehard collector, it's just not going to be worth it. But if you are a diehard collector, there are resources out there. Like I said, there's Facebook groups for the main attraction series that can help you track down those items that you need for your collection if you're looking to get it started now. It's only April. They've only released 3 collections, so you could still easily hop in there. And if you want to try to get all 12 of them, it could kind of be a project for you guys. Again, I did link to some of the items below here, and I also linked to a post where you can find out each and every month's theme so that you can kind of plan ahead. If you do click on the Shop Disney links, I will let you know that I am an affiliate, so I might get some sort of financial compensation if you go through the link and you do end up purchasing something. But again, I would not have done this video if I did not really like these plushies and these products, and I didn't feel like this was something that was definitely worth it. If you're big on collecting, if you love limited edition Disney stuff, I think this is a really fun collection. I really like the idea behind it, and I think that it's definitely worth the money for it. Because honestly, like, the price point is really not that high. Like, yes, the lounge fly bags are expensive, but like, they've always been expensive. So it's not anything new there. And like, the other items are all relatively priced, relatively cheap. $20 for the pin set is really not that bad. $30 for a plushie. Yeah, that's about normal if you want to get like, a real good Disney quality plushie, right? Okay, so that was my video for today. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you have any other questions, feel free to check out my blog. I have a ton of Disney travel tips on there as well to help you when the parks do eventually reopen, which will hopefully be soon. And don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. If you sign up, you will get a free Walt Disney World planning checklist that you can use to help plan your upcoming vacation and make sure that you get everything done when you need to get it done. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and you have a great day. Bye!